All right. I wasn't sure I was going to do this. Um, this is Releasing Anger Part 2. I'm doing this more or less for the other people in my life. I'm taking responsibility. Yes, I'm in my closet again. Um, I don't have that many people that I've ever let into my life, ever. It's just not happened before. So, Releasing Anger Part 2 is more about really breaking down some of these patterns and really explaining to you all kind of what's happened and sharing a little bit about how I participated in the darkness that is out in this world and how these generational patterns have been plaguing my universe and the hologram that we share together, because that's really what we're all doing here, is sharing this hologram, right? Yeah. Okay. So, Releasing Anger Part 2 will be discussing some of the darkest aspects of my childhood. But not, I want to say this, it's not from a point of pain. I just have one last person two people to address. So I will have my conversation with my aunt, whom I will tell exactly what I'm thinking. And then I will finish this up by telling you how it played out and why I'm healed now and why I let it go. So, Tia, that means aunt in Spanish. You have been a mother to me, a grandmother. You've taken care of my mom. You've taken care of me. You've been a sister, because my mom used to take care of you, so you and I were like siblings even though we weren't. When my mom couldn't take care of me or help me out with my kids, you were there and you were a grandmother to them. It is not lost on me how special you are in my life. However, when I was younger, you told me that you were not as strong as I am. You said, "Baby, I'm not made like your mother. I'm not made like you. I cannot be alone in this world. My biggest fear in life is to be alone." And you said, "I admire you guys both for your strength, but that you didn't have that in you." I want to tell you, I call bullshit. The strongest figure I've ever had in my life has been you. When I required discipline, it was you. When I required a firm hand, it was you. When my mother fell apart in your arms and you took me in, it was you. All of 18, freshly married, should be enjoying the hell out of your honeymoon, and you took in a 2-year-old little girl. None of that is lost on me. Not ever. So when your husband came home drunk and tried to feel me up at 12, it was not okay. Wrong child. Wrong fucking child. You see, I was a victim maybe when I was 5 and maybe as an infant, but I was not going to be one at 12. We inherited some dark generational patterns that have been going on in our family for a very long time, and I was here to break them. My mother's fear just brought them more to life, so I got to experience all that good shit. Yeah. However, she also said one thing. If you tell your aunt, she will never speak to you again. I'm really pissed at my mom for being right. Took me a long time to forgive my mom on that one. Hated that she was right. However, I am and was angry at you. Because instead of believing what I tried to tell you, you stopped speaking to me. So that day, I lost a mother, a sister, an aunt, a grandmother, and everything because you were afraid to be alone. The man you call your husband had the nerve to show up at my brother's house and hit on my sister-in-law's girlfriend. He had no idea she was a lesbian. His words were wasted. Am I mad at him? Yeah, I was. For a very long time, I was mad at him because you deserve a lot better than that, for sure. And I was mad at you. Because instead of facing what you were told and owning it, you went and accused innocent people and accused my uncle and my aunt of doing what your husband did to me. You called me what, delusional? Well. Saul. Yeah. You used to hit on me when I was a 15-year-old. You tried to feel me up when I was 12. My teen years were plagued with all your innuendos. I ignored you. And I don't know why. If I gave everyone in my family a hug and kiss, why wasn't it obvious that I could barely look at you? I could barely touch you on the shoulder and be like, "What's up, boss?" Like that. Because you disgusted me. Forgiving you? monster doesn't plague me, it will not plague my family anymore. Maybe just maybe other people too, but they chose to keep it quiet because it's so taboo. It's so taboo, isn't it? Like I did. My freedom comes from this. My freedom comes from knowing that I will never, ever, ever fall for these stories again. That I healed my family and I released the ghosts in my machine. Like legitimately released the ghosts in my machine. So that your grandchildren may never face this type of reality ever, ever, ever again. And whether you realize you're better than him, whether you realize that you can survive without someone draining your life force from you, or not, is not up for me to decide. Sometimes the most compassionate thing you can do is allow people to feel their own stories so that they can correct them. I did. And if you can see, I am in complete and total peace. Even supposed medical conditions that I used to have are gone. Gone. I healed from things that people said had no cure. Because I'm free. I found God in me. I'm not just a reader of the word, I'm a doer of the word, and you would be proud of me if you understood what I meant from this level. I love you. I'm not speaking from anger anymore because it was transmuted by all the people in the collective that went and did this exercise with me. So I'm thanking them right now and letting you guys know that it's going to be okay. This work is not being done in vain. It will help you. If you choose to own what you've told yourself, if you choose to own the fake little stories, if you choose to own these things, they can be transmuted, you guys. And the freedom is priceless. Means no more illness. Means no more wounds. It means no more fear. It means you rise above. I didn't let that many people into my little heart. I had very few. This was the last missing puzzle piece. And so this is Releasing Anger Part 2 of my mirror work. Some of you may have parts 3, 4, 5, 6. It's okay. Just know that at the end of the day, this was not, all of this is an illusion. It's a hologram. We chose to descend into these scenarios, and I know many of you don't understand that, especially if you've gone through some very painful things. However, I want you to know that we are the heavy artillery. And those of us with the darkest, most painful things that we came to transmute, we are the heavy artillery. We are the badasses. We are the ones that do it. We don't get lost in our pain. We don't get lost for long. We came to awaken and to serve the world in a totally different capacity. Fearlessness is a good place. Fearlessness is what occurs when you know God in you. Freedom and forgiveness is what occurs when you know God in you. And even though I called him a monster, I have to forgive him and know that he is a monster created out of our generational patterns, and he simply played a role, so he has to be just as innocent. And I don't like to say that. Not when most of my teenage years were haunted by him. But I'm not angry anymore, you guys. The things that I need to heal are being healed, and all of us are being called to do the same thing. Speak into your reflection. Your universe is inside. Your universal reflection to your subconscious. The reflection is a reflection is a reflection. So the more mirror work you do, the more you own the pain, the more you let it go, the easier it gets. I thought I was going to get on here and rant and rave and be mad, but I'm not. I'm actually somewhat incapable of it now. Healing is possible. Let me be the example. I love you. It's very brief, I know. I have more talks to do. I will be getting on here without the mirror, and I will be discussing bypassing 3D. And then later on this afternoon, we're going to make the announcement of our new website. We have a lot of exciting new changes going on. I'm really excited that you guys are on this journey with me. Thank you for sharing this hologram. Thank you for being the heavy artillery. Thank you for being the collective inside of me. I love you. Bye for now.